Hi guys! Bonjour tout le monde! How's everybody doing? J'espère que tout le monde est bien. Je cherche un set d'étampes sur mon mur d'étampes, puis je le trouve pas. Okay, so did you guys get a chance to see Tim's new color? Oh my goodness, is it gorgeous? Bonjour Sylvie, Brigitte. So Tim's new color is called Rustic Wilderness. Julie, you have to see it. It is a beautiful color. I really, really, really liked it. It is a green, and yes, he has a lot of greens. But if we talk about greens, I'm going to turn the camera and I'm going to go near our distress inks. So if you're talking about greens, la couleur, quand on parle de maude lawn, c'est une couleur pure, mais on voit beaucoup de jaune, okay? So I'd like to say it's in this family, okay? Il n'est pas celui-là, il n'est pas celui-là, il n'est pas celui-là, là. Donc, il va entre eux autres, mais je trouve que c'est vraiment a pine green. Not the same as pine needles. Pine needles, I definitely see a lot more blue. Donc, la nouvelle couleur for Rustic Wilderness, it's more of a green yellow, and the way I know that is Tim was showing it. Tim was showing it today, and he was showing it on white paper, and then he was showing it on, so you know Tim has his mixed media heavy stock, okay? He has white, which we're sold out of, and he has this one, which is the original, which is, it heads towards yellow, but it's not yellow. And it's not manila, because this is manila. Donc, quand tu le mets sur cette couleur-là, on voit plus de jaune. Quand tu mets sur blanc, on voit beaucoup plus de vert. So you really, really have to go look at it, guys, because this color was beautiful. Really, really, really nice. All right, and of course, at the moment, I don't have anybody to hold the camera. So as usual, we're going to sneak peek through some of the baskets, and I'm going to talk to you about a few things that came in here. I did want to talk a little bit about the 3D embossing folders. Je viens de parler juste cette semaine avec quelques personnes différentes qui ont chacune eu pas de trouble avec un 3D, mais il faut qu'on connaisse tout le monde que un plioir 3 dimensions, il faut changer notre sandwich qu'on fait pour mettre dans nos big shots. Je peux pas parler de toutes les machines parce que moi, j'ai les deux formats de big shot ici. Mais souvent, avec un 3D, si tu le prends un 3D de la compagnie Fizz, et le big shot est fait par Fizz, donc sur le paquet, il vous explique exactement quel tapis à utiliser. So if you're buying a Fizz 3D embossing folder, they do explain to you what the sandwich is. Now, when I say a sandwich, think of your 2 acrylic plates as your pieces of bread. OK? Les 2 plaques acryliques sont comme les morceaux de pain. Puis, en dedans, on peut mettre juste de jambon ou on peut mettre de jambon et fromage. So, when I talk about a sandwich, it's the 2 plates and then what goes inside. Quand on travaille avec un plioir de 3D, comme j'ai dit, celle de Fizz, il explique dessus exactement comment l'utiliser. But if ever you are using one of the ones from Nellie's or anything like that, you need to know your sandwich, okay? So it does change a little. Ce que moi je suggère, parce que moi j'ai trouvé aussi que toutes les machines sont presque la même chose. Excuse-moi, ils donnent pas la même pression, okay? Comme la semaine passée, j'ai parlé avec un client, puis ma machine, il donne beaucoup moins de pression que la sienne. So, what I suggest is you always err on the side of cautions. Donc, quand je dis, there's no oops, Dominique. Oui, c'était toi, mais c'est pas un oops. Always start with your thinnest sandwich possible. Mais toujours à souvenir que quand vous faites un plioir de 3D, le gaufrage, tu vas avoir juste un plaque acrylique. La chose qui peut être changée, c'est lequel niveau, mais un plaque acrylique. Et comme aujourd'hui, j'ai parlé avec Chantal, puis on a essayé dans le Big Shot Plus, puis à ce temps-là, on a bien réussi cette beauté-là. Regarde comme il est beau quand il est fait. Et ça ici, il faisait avec un plaque dans le Big Shot Plus et le tapis vert. OK? Donc, le A. Eux autres, ils ont une A, puis ils ont une B. On a ôté le B, on a mis juste un plaque acrylique, puis ça a bien allé. So, like I said, do tests. Faites des tests avant de faire votre papier préféré. Et comme ça, si tu utilises juste un morceau de scrap, ça ne te dérange pas jamais s'il faut le jeter. So this I can't even throw out because it's too beautiful. But what I did see is because it's 3D, I could even cut around. Je peux le couper juste autour et avoir une très jolie poinsettia déjà faite. Je colore les baies au milieu, puis j'ai un beau poinsettia. So 3D embossing folders are the only thing that'll give you that kind of depth. So then after that, I was talking with Chantal again, and she said, I love embossing folders. Now, what about coloring them? So I said, funny you should say that, because just this week I was watching a Jennifer Maguire video, and she was coloring them with her oxides. But when I say she was coloring them, let me pick a good one that we might be able to see. I'm looking at my folders to find one that I really want to show you guys. Let's see. Let's try this one. Okay? On va essayer ceux-là. Allison, are you free? Okay, so Allison's going to give me a hand for a moment. I'm going to pull down some of my oxide inks because it really works better with oxides. So we're going to be using this if you want to show them what company it is. And I'm going to pull down my basket here. Come on. Move that out of the way. And I'm going to pull down my basket without it falling on my head of oxide inks. And I'm going to show you something. So we're going to go here to get my mic. Voila. We're going to do my microphone, and I'm going to just show it to you once, but just for you to understand what I'm talking about. So this is kind of a stencil that's more of a hodgepodge. You need a brayer just for this technique. And I'm going to take blueprint sketch and peacock feathers. Okay? Donc je prends mes deux, et cette fois-ci, Chantal, je prends mes oxydes. So when I showed Chantal earlier, I took distress ink, but I really wanted to show it with oxides. So ce que je vais faire, je vais mettre un peu d'encre sur mon tapis, ici en vert. Tu peux aussi mettre sur un tapis, you know, like the, what's it called? The non-stick craft sheet, okay? So I'm just putting out some ink, and Jay's not here, so I can open this product, right? And May, you're sworn to secrecy. Okay, so how do we get some color in here easily? Dans un plioir comme ça, il y a deux côtés, toujours. Un côté, c'est le motif qui est sous-élevé, puis sur l'autre côté, c'est le fond qui est plus élevé. So I'm going to show it to you both sides. So now I'm just going to brush out my color and just blend them in a little. And I didn't add any water. J'ai pas ajouté de l'eau, rien. Puis, je vais rouler sur un côté. Now I'm mixing it this way and I'm mixing it that way. And we're just going to trust that there's color. Tu vois pas beaucoup de couleur là, mais we just have to know in our heart it's there. OK. Donc, ce fois-ci, j'ai mis sur le où les motifs sont plus élevés. So now I'm going to back up because I have to go to my die cut machine. And I'm going to take out a piece of cardstock. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to put it in. Whoops. Je mets dedans. Puis maintenant, je commence avec ma machine. Comme ça. Je mets dessus, puis je mets mon plaque par-dessus. I could do this with a smaller plate as well. Je peux le faire avec le plaque plus petit parce que moi j'en ai, mais si tu l'avais juste une machine plus, tu l'as probablement pas les petits. So here's what I did. And of course, I put the why did I get that? Is that what I wanted? Yes. So this is the background with the color. So now I've put color in there. And if I wanted to, I could probably even drag another color over the top. Donc, je peux probablement doucement faire une autre couleur par-dessus. Let's see, can we find a good color to do with that? And then we need this to do it on the opposite side. So let's say we wanted to take faded jeans. Let's see if we could do that. Now, I don't think I would brayer at that point. I'd probably do it with a sponge. But I'm going to do it like this just because I can. So you see, I can even get now the raised parts to be also tinted. So maintenant, j'ajoute encore une autre couleur. Donc, comme j'ai dit, probablement je faisais plus doucement, mais juste pour vous montrer qu'on a encore les morceaux sous-élevés. But if we did the reverse, si on fait à l'envers, let's add a little bit more ink. Okay, and a little bit more blueprint sketch. Je vais utiliser les mêmes couleurs. Je vais mettre sur l'autre côté de le plioir. Where's my plioir? So I'm going to wipe it so that we don't have a mess on both sides. Et quand je veux l'essuyer, premièrement, tu peux le mettre dans le lavabo. So you could put this into your sink, no problem. So which side did I ink? Not that side. Not that side either. I didn't ink either side. That's what it's telling me. OK, donc maintenant, c'est tout nettoyé. Je fais mon brayer encore. Puis ce fois-ci, je vais le mettre sur le fond. OK, donc encore, je fais mon brayer. Je vais le mettre ma carte en dedans. I'm going to use the back side of the other piece. And put that down. Et on va retourner à notre big shot. Et on va faire le gaufrage encore. I don't know why, I always go backwards and forth. Just me. And then we get this. So you see, that is how you can get color. Now you could have just done this on a panel, because I would personally cut this. Personnellement, moi je l'aime ça couper. Ça c'est toutes les étampes que je t'ai montré, le border. And don't everybody ask me about this trimmer parce que c'est une vieille et je sais même pas de quelle compagnie ils viennent. Okay, and now I've got that beautiful panel that I could put on anything. Donc, never be scared to put ink in your embossing folder, especially distress ink, which est toujours lavable. Okay, so it gives you a whole other look. Very, very pretty. I love it. Mais regarde ce que le plioir y fait comme résultat. So this is like deboss side, and this is the emboss side. So that, I know somebody's going to ask. Did anybody ask which folder that is, Allison? Wow, that's surprising. Mais juste par chance, tu veux savoir, c'est de DIY and Company, DIY and Company. And is there a name to it?
On the front.
On the front. Tangle. Tangle. So that's one thing to do with your embossing folders that really gives you a nice look. Besides that, I was going to talk to you today about the new Wow embossing powders that came in. Mais ce qui est arrivé, je vais vous parler de ça. Il y en a 3 nouveaux et j'ai même pas eu la chance de regarder une vidéo avec. Mais ça se posait de changer tes poudres. I don't know how that's possible, but it is called, we have sheen, we have texture, regarde, sont blancs, and we have glisten. So, qu'est-ce que je vais faire? Je vais prendre une couleur mat, pas trop, so let's take, I wonder if we can see it with black. Do you think if we take a black, we'd be able to tell how these work? Or should I, no, that's got glitter already. I'm trying to take a flat color that doesn't have sheen, doesn't have anything. So I'm going to take a regular black, okay? Je prends un noir. Et comme je n'ai pas essayé ça avant maintenant, on va voir ensemble à quoi ça a l'air quand on ajoute ces poudres dedans et de quelle quantité. So has anybody on there seen these powders from Wow? Now if you remember, si vous vous souvenez, la raison que j'aime Wow, les poudres sont antistatiques et les bouteilles sont antistatiques. Donc on ne veut jamais mettre quelque chose plastique dans la bouteille parce que ça va nous donner la statique. Donc à ce fois-ci, si vous voulez vraiment prendre juste une cuillère de ça, utilise une cuillère en métal. So guys, because the bottle is anti-static, you really don't want to be putting anything plastic in here that's going to add static. So if I open this, and yes, I'm opening another product, and I probably have 100 black embossing powders in the back, but I want us to see this one. And let's see what happens when we add in, let's start with glisten, okay? Donc ceux-là, ça a l'air que ça brille. I don't know if that's going to be enough, but we're going to use as little as possible. So, je vais trouver une étampe qu'on peut utiliser, pas la grosse visage de hier, ça c'est trop gros. But I want something a little bit full so that we could really see it. I guess I'll take something from here. This is Tim's Mini Marks. And I'm going to take one of the flowers, I think. Whoops. Oh. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to take that with my Wow embossing pad. And it's not too big, so we should be able to stamp it. I think I might need another piece of paper from underneath there, Allison. Are you able to reach that? Great. This is my experiment table, guys. It is a mess. Okay, here goes. So what does the changers do? Qu'est-ce qu'on fait avec les changers de Wow? Now, je vais le faire ça aujourd'hui. Si on n'arrive pas avec quelque chose de spécial, je vais faire la recherche puis je te retourne demain à qu'est-ce que j'ai pas fait de bon. So if we need to, I will come back to you tomorrow and tell you what I did wrong. Doesn't want to stick to there. Yep, that will help. An acrylic block. Okay, so also helps if I push it on. Okay. So I'm going to do this flower stem. And it looks like it went on. And now I'm going to put just a little bit, okay? Je mets juste un petit peu de le changer. And I don't really have anything to mix it with, so I'm going to use the back of a paintbrush. Je vais mélanger juste avec un pinceau. Puis on va voir si ça fait briller notre poudre noire. It looks like it will. Ça a l'air que ça mélange bien et on va avoir juste la brillance dans le noir. So it looks like just by putting that changer in, we're going to end up with a glittery black. So let's see if we actually get that. And that would be pretty cool. Now I know I didn't make a lot of powder because tu veux être certaine que soit tu as une peau supplémentaire pour mettre la balance parce qu'on ne veut pas perdre toute notre poudre. So, I don't mind. I'll lose a little bit of my powder just to show you guys. Okay. And I'm going to do that again because I see some spots I missed. Donc, je mets encore un petit peu et voilà. And what did I forget to do? I forgot to put the powder on. So hopefully it's not going to stick in too many other spots. And let's see what we get. Okay? What I should have shown you first is what the black looks like on its own. Donc on va faire ça aussi. Okay, so that looks to me like we now have a black with a small shimmer to it. Okay, so I'm going to show you the black just on its own. On va mettre le noir seul à côté pour voir s'il y a une différence. Puis après ça, on va essayer celle qui s'appelle sheen puis celle qui s'appelle texture pour voir les différences. So here we're going to do just the straight black, which I should have done first. So I'm going to show you that. And this one, it won't matter how much I pour out because I can put it back. Okay. So right away I see that it's a lot blacker. C'est beaucoup plus foncé. I'm going to put this back. And again, a coffee filter does not have static. Okay, les filtres de café sont bons à utiliser parce qu'il n'y a pas de statique dessus. Okay, so that's why we use a coffee filter instead of just a piece of paper. Parce qu'un morceau de papier, tu vas ajouter un peu de statique à tes poudres. So now I'm going to heat this up. Si tu l'aimes, une beau poudre noire, Ebony is a really pretty one. Okay? So I don't know if you can see the difference. Il est beaucoup plus noir. Celui-là est plus pâle. Puis, quand je bouge, on voit juste un petit peu de paillettes. Probablement parce que j'ai pas mis assez. Mais, on va essayer les autres et voir si ça fait une différence. Donc, on va avoir les 4 échantillons. Je pense que j'ai la place de mettre 2 autres. Donc, encore, je vais le mettre mon noir. Oh, ça, c'est pas noir. Ça, c'est mon texture. Et my black. Voilà mon noir. OK? Donc, je fais ça. Okay. I'm wasting, but I'm going to try and save it. Ça, on a fait. Ça, c'est glisten. Ça, c'est texture. Donc, c'est supposé d'ajouter de texture à notre poudre. Je ne sais pas comment, parce que ça a l'air comme une poudre qui brille au lieu de quelque chose texturé. Les granules l'air pas plus gros. So I'm not sure why this would be called texture, because I'm looking at it and the grains don't look any bigger, and they seem to have a little bit of glitter in them, just like the other one did. So I'm very curious to see what's going to be different in this, if anything. So you see, guys, we're doing it raw right now. We're just going to try. And then tonight I'll look up, hey, what makes these different? Because I like to do things backwards like that. So we'll see if tomorrow I have different news for you. But right now we're checking it out raw, uncut. Let's call it uncut. This is my uncut video, guys. Not that I've ever done a cut video, because I wouldn't know how. I am definitely not a computer geek, techie person, none of the above. Okay, but I can shop online. Pas pour moi-même, mais pour vous autres. Je peux faire magasiner sans problème. All right, so this one now is supposed to give us texture. Let's see what that means in the wow world. So again, I'm going to, see, it made the powder look gray. Ça a l'air plus comme argenté, la poudre. Donc, je ne sais pas si j'ai mis trop. Peut-être tu as besoin moins de quantité que moi j'ai mis. Mais I want to do that again. I'm going to throw it back on here. Je veux ajouter un peu plus de poudre dessus sur mon projet. Puis on va voir. Okay, so let's see what they mean by texture. On va checker ce qu'il veut dire quand il parle de texture. On va voir. We did get some beautiful new colors in, which I'll show you after we do this little demo. Okay, so I've heated it. Did I heat it enough? No, there's still some powder. Attends une seconde. So, I see that the black by itself is the shiniest. Sur-là, ici, il y a un peu de brillance. Là, oh, there is texture. Touch that, Allison. Ah, donc, ceux-là est complètement lisse et c'est un peu glacé. Ceux-là, tu peux entendre que it's scratchy. Ça, c'est avec mon doigt. Là, il fait aucun son. Là, il fait un petit peu. Là, c'est comme je gratte quelque chose. So that really is textured. You don't see it as much. Can you see it at all? Mais quand tu le touches, il est vraiment texturé. Il est plus lisse. Il est un peu sous-élevé. But yeah, there is texture in there. So I can see that from here. I will keep this sample to show you. Mais oui, ça donne la texture. OK? Le dernier, ou dernière, est supposé d'être sheen. Donc, sheen, c'est comme un peu lustré au lieu de pailleté. So we're going to add a little sheen in our black, and then at the end I might put them all together and see what it does, just because we have so much extra powder. Okay, there's extra in there. Good thing I don't have to vacuum, eh, guys? Anybody asking questions? No. No questions? You're all just sitting there with bated breath to see what happens? Even Fred? No comments? Oh my goodness, Fred. Off day? I hope he's sending me all sorts of emojis. I laugh when I see them later. OK, donc maintenant on ajoute le sheen. Doesn't look any different. OK, mais c'est supposé de faire quelque chose de différent. Donc, on va voir. J'essaie de chaque fois ajouter la même quantité, mais sans faire une mesure, je ne sais jamais si c'est la bonne quantité. But let's see what this is going to do. Still looks the same. I hope you guys got outside a little today with that beautiful weather. Every time somebody rang the doorbell, I took an extra minute outside before closing the door again. I just needed a little bit of that sunshine. Okay, j'ajoute juste un petit peu plus. Okay, so let's see what it means by sheen. I think that's well mixed. So we're going to stamp our flower again, or our leaf again. And we are going to stamp them.
Would they work with other embossing powders or only wow?
So that's what I want to find out. I think it should work with others, but again, you want to stick with a pure kind of embossing powder. Okay, Allison has to get the door, so I'm going to hold the camera while I heat. But at least this way, if you have any questions, I'll see them. Oops, I have to put the powder on before I can heat, guys. Nobody was going to stop me. We're all just going to laugh at me because I was going to heat just plain powder, plain ink. So here's our sheen. Okay, so let's see what this is. Okay, so I'm going to cover our image. Okay, so voilà le sheen. Et on va le faire chauffer. So just out of curiosity, it means nothing. Je suis seulement curieuse. What's your favorite kind of chocolate? Just, ça peut être le barre de chocolat ou just milk chocolate, dark chocolate. Moi, je suis plus chocolat au lait. Jay, c'est un mélange chocolat au lait ou un peu foncé. So, if you have a favorite chocolate bar, I'd love to know what it is. Okay, so here's what it means by sheen. So we're going to go again. Ceux-là, c'est noir, ordinaire. Ceux-là, c'est avec les paillettes. Celle-ci, c'est le sheen. Donc, ça devient plus... comment expliquer ça? So, you get... you just don't have a full, solid look. It looks a little bit more... a lot of you like dark chocolate. Oh, thank you, Karen. I thought I was the only milk chocolate lover. So what's your favorite chocolate bar then, guys? So, and then this one was our texture one. So I do like the texture because you can see it. Le sheen, je ne sais pas si c'est nécessaire de mélanger plus. Oui, je vois un changement de le noir à cette couleur-là, mais je ne sais pas si je peux expliquer ça comme lustré. So I don't know if I could actually call that sheen as much as it kind of paled out the black and it made it more of a charcoal gray. And the glitter one, you can see the, oh, there you go. Maintenant, tu peux le voir les reflets. So the glitter one gives you more reflets que des pailletés. So you see how when I'm tipping it, you're getting like a purple kind of look. Ooh, crunchy Kit Kat. My favorite milk chocolate would be probably a dairy milk. Yeah. Je veux rien dans mon chocolat. Et ceux qui mettent le beurre d'arachide avec chocolat, c'est pas pour moi. I'm a pure chocolate kind of girl. So, but it's interesting to see. Oh, chocolat artisanal. Wow. Faves are Reese's Cups, Crispy Crunch, and Score. I make an amazing ice cream cake with Score bar, chocolate chips, vanilla ice cream, and Neapolitan. Si vous êtes intéressé, je peux vous donner la recette une journée, vous autres. C'est vraiment facile et je vais vous dire que chaque fois que je le fais pour un anniversaire ou quelque chose comme ça, c'est toujours le gros hit. Et quand on enlève you make it in a springform pan, so when I take it out of the pan, it's also beautiful to look at. So that is our results, guys. Again, j'espère demain d'avoir plus d'informations pour vous au sujet de ça. Mais il faut que je me souvienne. Ça, c'est Glisten. Ça, c'est le noir juste comme tel. Et c'est pas le super fine, OK? Ceux-là que j'ai utilisés n'étaient pas le super fin. This one here is the sheen, and this one here is the texture. I think the texture I understand the most. Ooh, yes, it is quite decadent, that ice cream cake. I will put it up on my website if I think about it, okay, guys? It's really yummy. It's very, very simple. And I'll try and have it for you guys. It really is very, very simple. Okay, so let's just see some of the other powders that came in. Colors, okay, because WOW makes beautiful embossing powders. I've tried to separate them a little bit based on the glitter ones. So this is called Indigo Glitter. This one is not new. It's called Fairy Tale. Donc, ce ne sont pas juste des paillettes. Ce sont des poudres embossées pailletées. Okay? So not to be confused with just plain glitter. These are glitter embossing powders. And you can always tell because they write it. Embossing powder. Okay? Ceux-là, ils s'appellent Black Magic. C'est comme noir avec comme or quelque chose d'autre. This one, Cupcake Heaven. I don't know. I am thinking I need to see what that looks like. And then, of course, I only have one totally teal, which you can see that beautiful teal in there. Now, Pink Fizz we just got in. Pink Fizz. Donc, il n'est pas rose punch, mais il est vraiment un bel rose qui s'appelle Pink Fizz. Ceux-là, Blue Glit, c'est pas nouveau parce qu'il m'en reste un. Ça, c'est les trois, les sheen, le texture puis le glisten. Après ça, ceux-là est pas nouveau, just restock. This was my 101. I love this. And this is a thick powder, okay? So when it's a thicker powder, you can do a lot of different techniques with them. You should check out WOW. Moi, je suggère d'aller voir le blog ou quelque chose de WOW. Elle fait, Marion, le nom sur la bouteille, elle fait beaucoup de vidéos, puis it's remarkable what she does with her powders. Un autre qui est arrivé aujourd'hui, ça s'appelle Pop. Donc, c'est un mélange aussi. Ça a l'air gris, blanc, puis orange. Donc, j'ai bien hâte de voir à quoi ça a l'air. Then Old Glory is just red and white, and there's a little blue in there, but only a little. On voit juste un petit peu de bleu. Queen of Hearts is not new, but definitely what you would expect to see for Queen of Hearts. Black and like a wine red and white. And then we have is this the verdigris? Color Blend Verdigris. So that is just a beautiful mix. Unfortunately, I think I only have one left of the verdigris. Nope, I have two. I have three. Okay. Nouveau couleur ici is Green Glitz. Look how pretty that is. Okay, and I never liked green, and I'm starting to like green because Tim's new color and this powder are two beautiful greens. Voilà, Cloud9, pas nouveau, on vient juste d'avoir restock. Et ceux-là, c'est, je vais dire un peu blanc, it looks a little holographic, avec un blanc puis doré. This one's new from today, Cranberry Sparkle. Donc, c'est plus camberge, ceux-là. Okay, look at the colors in there. So, that's what's going to come out when you heat them. Then we have frosting. Il n'est pas nouveau, mais il m'en reste quelques-uns. Et ça, c'est une argent avec des reflets. Then, red glitz. Didn't I just do red glitz? No, I did not. This is new. Red glitz. Look at that red for Christmas. Isn't that just amazing? That red with the green glitz, amazing. Then we have something borrowed. Ça, c'est une bleue. Something borrowed. OK. Donc, toutes les lettres sur la bouteille, ils ont toutes un code. Donc, si on voit une O, ça dit que la poudre va être opaque. Si on voit un T, ça va dire que la poudre est transparente. Si on voit une OM, ça dit opaque, métallique. OK? Donc, toutes les lettres, il l'air à quelque chose. Quand on voit S puis F, c'est super fin. OK, so we did that. So let's go down here. What do we have here? Rockin' Red. Donc, ça, c'est une rouge, mais diluée avec une autre couleur. Je ne peux pas dire si c'est argent ou or parce que ça brille trop pour être certaine. So, I can't tell you which one's in there. Then we have Lime Ricky. Now, this is just fun, okay? This would be funky and fun. So, that's Lime Ricky. That one I only have one. That one I only have one. So, let's go to some of the other colors. This one is Opaque British Summer. Now, I don't know what color a British summer is. Je sais pas, comme vous autres, c'est quelle couleur un été en Bretagne. But I don't know. That looks to me like a charcoaly gray. So I guess a British summer is gray. So we have that one. Then Metallic Silver Sparkle. Donc encore, ceux-là est opaque. C'est un embossing glitter très pailleté. Okay, so that is your silver sparkle. Then we have Metalline Green. Ça dit quoi, Metalline? Ça dit qu'on va avoir ça va l'air métallique, mais on ne le voit pas dans la poudre. Okay? It's just going to go to a very smooth metallic color. Okay? Metalline Green. Une que je trouve est très populaire, donc probablement quelqu'un a fait quelque chose avec dans la vidéo, is Metalline Perfect Plum. Donc, c'est une couleur, une teinte aubergine, je vais dire. OK? Ça a l'air plus aubergine, très, très beau, mais on va avoir l'effet plus métalline dessus. Then we have Metalline First Frost. Look at that. So on like a stamp of snowflakes or something, that's got to be gorgeous. Okay, then that's regular. Oh, I think I skipped some here. No, those were singles. Je suis en train de remplir le rack. Rose gold. Okay, I would love to heat this up for you because not every rose gold is the same. Moi, je trouve que quand il dit rose gold, on ne sait jamais qu'est-ce qu'on va avoir. Et ça, it's a little deceiving. So I'm really hoping that this one really is rose gold, but because I only have two hands, I can't go try it out for you. After that, these are my metallic colors. Okay, comme ça, c'est metallic platinum, mais les super fins. Quand est-ce qu'on utilise a super fine? Well, we're going to use super fine if you've got very small text or a lot of detail in your stamp. Donc, si vous avez beaucoup de détails dans ton étampe, tu veux quelque chose avec un super fine, OK? Il est opaque quand même, mais ça va vous donner tous les détails et tu peux les voir. So if you had words and you use too big of a granule, your word would just look like a blob. So you want a super fine when you're doing your words. So that one is the platinum. Then we have gold rich pale. So they have two different gold colors. One is gold rich pale, and this one is the super fine. And let's see if I got the other, or is this just gold rich pale? Okay, here, metallic rich. Donc ceux-là, c'est doré, mais aussi métallique. Okay? Donc I know people go like, so isn't gold always metallic? Well, yes, gold is always metallic, but sometimes you can find it shimmer more. Okay? Then we have metallic silver in the superfine. Donc, comme j'ai expliqué, toutes les superfines sont vraiment beaux pour la détail. Ça dit pas que tu peux pas utiliser juste comme tel, because you can. So here's the primary ebony, celle que je vais vous montrer avant, mais moi j'ai pas utilisé le superfine, j'ai utilisé le régulier. So here is your superfine. What I love about this is it is a very, very rich black. Okay, so that's the superfine primary ebony. Then you have black puff. So this one doesn't look as black as the other one, mais quand tu le chauffes, ça gonfle un petit peu. Okay, so this will heat up and it'll rise a little. So that's what black puff is. Then we have the one I was using. Ça, c'est primary ebony régulier. Et leur blanc, qui est similaire à leur primary ebony, est le opaque bright white. Donc ça, c'est un blanc très vif. It's very white and it's beautiful. So this one is a regular. Okay, it says right on it, regular. It is not the superfine. I do have the superfine. We just have to find it. Here, so then there's a clear gloss. Okay, donc ça c'est complètement clair, mais un peu glacé. Ça c'est le opaque bright white que je viens de vous montrer. Sparkling snow. Ça est très beau sur les flocons de neige. Okay, so this will be very subtle. Et qu'est-ce qu'on va voir, c'est les paillettes. Then we have clear hologram sparkle. Donc ça va sécher clair, mais tu vas voir des nuances des autres couleurs. Donc tu peux le mettre soit sur une couleur de encre au lieu de juste mettre un verse-marque. Vous pouvez mettre ça sur une couleur d'encre et tu vas le voir les reflets dans votre couleur, ou tu peux juste faire comme ça et ça va être juste très simple dans un fond. Okay? So this one, if you were to add it on top of a colored ink, you'd get this hologram look to your color that's underneath. If you used it on its own, it would just give you a reflect, very tone on tone in a background. Then this one is Galaxy Glow. Encore, ça a l'air un peu blanc avec beaucoup d'argent dedans. So that looks like a nice mix. I haven't tried all these. Black Twinkle. So you see, this would give you a lot more glitter, beaucoup plus pailleté que quand j'ai ajouté le glycine. Parce que le glycine est it's more subtle. Okay? This really is meant to be a sparkle powder. Okay? Then opaque bright white, super fine. We go through this the most. Donc ça, j'ai commandé beaucoup. And then Deck the Halls. Well, I just thought this was a beautiful green that I ordered a bunch because I really like it for Christmas. Donc je trouve pour Noël, il est vraiment beau. Then what are the last ones I have here? Clear Sparkle. Donc, c'est juste pailleté, mais clair. Metallic Gold Sparkle. Donc, encore pailleté, mais doré. A Sea Turtle. Now, this one I found kind of interesting because it's got so many different colors. Donc, ça dit que si tu fais la même image 2-3 fois, c'est possible que tu vas le voir quelque chose différent avec chaque essai. So when you see something like this, it just means that you are not going to always see the exact same result when you stamp and emboss these. So I am going to try the rose gold for you guys. And I am going to try one of the glittery ones just so that we know what they look like. So I'm going to do the rose gold and I'm going to do the deck the halls. So Jay's here. Remember, don't tell him that I'm opening these, okay? Somebody will rescue me and buy it for 10% off. I'm sure of it.
Okay, someone has to step up.
Somebody has to step up so Jay doesn't get mad at me. Okay, so I feel like we need a better image than this, though. That's what's bothering me, because this is really, I really wish I had a fuller image. Okay, so we're going to stamp up our leaf again. That I didn't open. Ceux-là, j'ai pas ouvrir pour vous autres. So we're going to stamp our leaf again. I'm going to stamp it right over a piece of hair. Isn't that wonderful? Well, let's hope the hair didn't interrupt too much with our design. And we are going to start with rose gold because we don't believe. So you'll have to read the comments later, hun, because I asked everybody what their favorite chocolate was. Dark or milk, and then I asked their favorite chocolate bars. So, and I told them that peanut butter and chocolate don't go together. I know you disagree with me, but in my world, peanut butter and chocolate don't go together. Oh, look, guys, that's from my hair. On a la bande de mon cheveu. Il a réussi l'encre aussi. Okay, so let's heat this up and see if it's a true rose gold. Should we take a vote? Should we do odds? Odd man out? Okay, you know what? I'm going to do the green one at the same time. Once we're heating, we may as well heat. So I am going to ink up our stamp one more time. Et on va voir le deck the halls. So the other bit of information you don't know, Jay, is Tim's new color that came out today is called Rustic Wilderness, and it is a breathtaking green. It's kind of like this, if I had to classify it. It was just so beautiful. So I know you're excited for the color, right, Jay?
I can't wait to unpack it.
Uh-huh, exactly. J'essaie de les avoir ici pour vendredi, mais je offre aucune promis parce que récemment, aux douanes, mes boîtes, il aime être là, je pense. I think there's somebody in customs that just absolutely loves my choice of crafting supplies. Oh, look at that color. Woo! I'm liking that. So, even just like this, without heating it, it's a beautiful color. So, it can only get better. Ça peut seulement améliorer. Okay. Of course, let's put that away. So, whoever's going to rescue me, have 10% off that. Okay. So, let's see. Ce que j'aime de les poudres, au commencement, ça a l'air que ça va prendre au moins 1 heure pour fondre la poudre. Et au moment que ça commence, ça a l'air que toutes les tempes fondent au même temps. So I always find that when I start heating it, I'm like, oh, I'm going to be here all day until this melts. And then when it starts, it just does the whole stamp. Let's go over to the rose gold. Is it? Oh, I'm liking that. Even with my hair strand in there. Okay, so let's have a look at that. Okay, the deck the halls is gorgeous. Okay, est-ce que vous pouvez voir toutes les nuances dans la couleur? Donc, ça a l'air qu'il y a des choses qui brillent, un peu bleu, un peu vert. Donc, un beau mélange. Je l'aime beaucoup. Et c'est un peu texturé. And then there's your rose gold. It is rose, okay? Donc, ceux-là, I'm going to give it an A+, because I've seen a lot of rose golds. Ceux-là, est vraiment, vraiment rose gold. Okay, yeah, I need to order more of that color. I don't know, can you see it? It is really a rose gold. It is beautiful. Now, I have seen some that really just don't give me that rose gold feeling, and this one is definitely rose gold. Thumbs up. You know, in case anybody from the movie theaters needs to know, this is a thumbs up. All right, guys. So that's it for today. Let's meet back here tomorrow, 4 o'clock. See what kind of weirdness I have going on. It just seems I'm just having a weird week. But you guys are always so great, and I love chatting with you, even though we're not close together. And I plan to read all those chocolate comments. So you can quiz me later if you want. So, merci tout le monde. À demain, 4 heures, ici, même place, Nathalie. Jay va être ici aussi. Donc, à demain. Bye, everybody.